Hello, I'm Ian. You're watching Pixels at Dawn, and today we're playing Exit on the Amiga. The Amiga is home to all manner of interesting arcade puzzle games. There's ridiculous amounts of bizarre stuff on there, and we'll probably go through quite a lot of them as we traverse the Amiga universe. This one's published by Psygnosis, so that's a certain level of quality might be associated to it. And it's developed by Data Design Interactive, which sadly these days is more known for some pretty terrible Wii shovelware than this actually pretty good game. So, this is our level select, or should I say sort of stage select. Quite a few levels, probably around about, well, what we got here? We've got 8 stages, about 15 per stage, so well over 100 levels to play at. Let's jump straight into Area 1, shall we? So, as is traditional, back in these days of puzzle games, got a bit of music, bit of information attached to it, and an appropriate level title. Sort of in a Lemmingsy kind of way, if you remember all the interesting level titles you used to have back then. So, let's jump straight in. I do love the music on this. It's not by a particularly well-known composer. Darren Wood, I think his name was, but pretty good. So, anyone who's ever played Sokoban will recognise the layout of this straight away. You've got blocks to show around, and you're trying to get to the exit. Simple as that, really. Obviously, first few levels are pretty damn easy. Let's give this a shove. The plot is Bill here with his backwards baseball cap, because, you know, that was cool in the 90s. He was out... there we go, level 1 all done. He was out seeking out some good old British fish and chips, and was kidnapped by aliens, dumped in a human rat maze to test him before they launched their invasion. Because, you know, yeah. Yes, really. Alright, introduction to heights. Okay, so I'm not amazing at puzzle games, but I'm good enough, I think. So the blocks with the gaps in the middle are lighter than the bigger blocks, and you can push 2 of those at the same time, whereas you can't. So I can't push this, but I can push these 2. So if I push that and that, I can get that into there, and then get this out of the way, push that down. There you go. Nice and easy, nice and easy. So you do get a time limit down there at the bottom, the little blue bar. Not particularly strenuous in these early levels. And there is health as well, but we've not really encountered anything that would injure us so far. So it is very much a Sokoban game. Can't push that, it's too big. But a little bit more sort of cartoony, a little bit more enjoyable in that way. I'm going to have to make sure I push things in the right order here, or we're going to have problems. So if I push this one... have I already screwed that up? Maybe if we push this one down? I think we have problems here. So I do have 4 attempts to do each level. Let's fall down a hole. Before it's game over. But there's level codes attached to it, so that's not too much of a worry. Right, so... if I shove that way, I can get this in easily enough. And then that should go there. There we go. Actually, that's pretty easy, isn't it? Nice and straightforward. What's we got next? My first slippy. So yeah, nice bit of ice. Right, so we've got an ice block here. It'll keep moving until it hits something, but not too much of a problem here. Just straight across there and into the hole, and there we go. So it'd be interesting to do a bit of a series of all the different puzzle games on the Amiga. I mean, we've already played Benefactor. If you've seen that video, if you haven't, you can have a click on the link at the end of the video or in the description. Atomino is another one I remember. Bit of health boost there, should we need it? Okay, so we've got glue. We've got some slippy blocks. And we've got a movable block, so I'm guessing this will be dictating where things stop. If I do this and that, so that gets stuck, so I didn't want to do that. Okie doke. So let's restart the level. What else we got? So yeah, Psygnosis was always a fair old measure of quality, I would say. A lot of good games coming out of that studio. This is just a published game by them, but even so, it's still a good one. There we go, so that's first block in. And then we need to do something similar. So if I move this across one, push this down and then across. I think this should do it. Oh, I'm losing health. Why am I losing health? Well, I'm okay now. And then we can get that in there. And then get this one across, and we're done. Awesome. Well done. It's a nice relaxing game, this one. Nothing too strenuous. Stay calm. I can't really... Oh, okay. So we've got 2 exits, so I'm guessing this is easier than it looks with it being one of the earlier levels. I can't push that right. I mean, I can do that. Okay. What else can we do? Can't push 3 at a time. Can actually come in from the top there. Does that work? Or can we get across to this one? There we go. Yeah, there's a little bit of a deceiving level. Back to basics. Ooh, lots of big blocks. This is all going to be about what order I push them in, isn't it? Because if I get anything in a corner, I am screwed. So if I can... if I push that one across that way, that one that way, we can get that one in the holes. Oh, actually, or can we? This is an awkward one, isn't it? I might be doing this the long way around, but let's do it as carefully as possible. Okay, that's 1 down. And 2. I do love the music in this game. Really good. I mean, anybody who's been watching my videos will know I'm a big computer game music fan. And you only need to have a nice funky tune to keep me happy. There we go, we seem to have this one all wrapped up. And to be honest, there's a lot of sort of puzzly games that have decent soundtracks to them. I mean, Benefactor, I love the soundtrack on Benefactor, it's amazing. And the soundtrack to Fury the Furries, that's another good one. What else we got? Icy Floors. Okay. So this keeps me moving. And I'm guessing keeps blocks moving as well. So we've got to get that down there. But how do we do it? I guess we can just push this straight away across. If we Get like that. That should work. There we go. So we're down here. Alright, so we can't get that block on the... Oh no, we can. We can. There's just ice block there. That worked nicely, actually. Down there and across, and away we go. Good stuff. So I don't know whether there's any classic puzzle games that tickle your fancy. I mean, as I say, this is kind of a Sokoban kind of game, but I've played Sokoban. This is a bit more interesting. Also, better music. So we've got to get something in the hole there so we can put the bomb on that gap there to blow a hole to get to the exit. How are we going to get that there? So if I do this... What the hell? Oh really? That was on a timer. Did not know. I thought you didn't start going up until you picked up the clock, but I guess not. Maybe I have to pick that up first? Right. Let's get this over here and try and do this as quickly as possible. Don't know whether I can push these two at the same time. Yes, I can. If I can do that. There we go. Boom! Awesome. Another good puzzle game, Pushover. I was trying to record that a few weeks back. I was having a few issues with the way it was running, so maybe we'll get to that at some point. That's possibly one of my favourite puzzle games, actually, Pushover. So what I think I'll do is I will skip forward a few levels and you can see what some of the later levels are like as well before we call this one a day. Right, so level 16, appearances can be deceptive. Okay, so we've got two exits here. So one of these is going to be easy to get to, I'm guessing. Quite nice sort of cartoony graphics. I mean, they're limited by the resolution of the Amiga, obviously, but it still works pretty well, I think. I didn't want to do that. No, didn't want to do that. Restart the level. So, you can actually pick this up on the PC, and I believe there's a remake. If I can find the link for it, I will dump that in the description as well. So if you're actually interested in playing this, but you don't have an Amiga to hand, then that might be a way of going about it. We only need to get across that little gap. Nice! Level 16 done. I might load at one of the really late game levels just to see if it's insane. Because I haven't played all the way through this game. Okay, more exploding stuff. So I need to get a block in that gap first. But that's not too much of trouble. If we just give this a shove that way and grab that and push that up there, put the timer on it, and away we go. That's it. Cool. So if you enjoy watching a few Amiga videos, we have many more to come. There are many more Amiga games to play. And if you want me to do a full playthrough, I'm not completely averse to that either. Quite happy to do that. Just give me a shout in the comments and we'll give that a go. This is a little bit more tricky than some of the ones we've seen previously. This is an awkward one. I probably screwed it up already. It's actually quite hard to commentate and solve puzzles at the same time, I'm discovering. My brain doesn't have that many brain cells to cope with that kind of thing. I'm probably going to have to sit down on a quiet afternoon and just play through the whole of this, I think. Could take a while. May require a subtle consultation of old Amiga walkthroughs, I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, that's really... Oh no, there we go. There we go, we got it. That was more by luck than judgment there. Let's jump into a much later level, shall we? Just to see how insane it is. Right, let's jump into stage 8, level 106. So what we got? A lot of health and a lot of time. Delayed reaction 1, the basics. Oh dear God. Oh, well, that was a good start. I guess those blocks kill you. Okay, let's be careful here. I do like that warp in effect. That's quite nice. I guess that's done with using some of the Amiga's special hardware. Sort of a bit of a copper or blitter or something like that. I have to admit, I don't know a great deal about Amiga graphics. I just know they exist and a little bit about how they work. I don't know even where to start with this because I haven't gone through the tutorial elements of previous levels. Not a lot to go with actually, is there? I mean, I can push this down the hole, but I'm not sure that really helps. I think the best thing to do here is to just drown myself. But there you go, that is Exit. As I say, if you want to have a go yourself, I can provide the link to the remake, and you might get to enjoy that for yourselves. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Amiga goodness, a bit more Spectrum goodness, or anything else. We've got a million indie games to play as well, haven't we? I've been Ian, you've been watching Pulses at Dawn, and we will be escaping from alien torture next time. Goodbye.